Welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am the founder of Food Truck Training Group on Facebook, co-owner with my wife Melissa of our own food truck called Food Truck 101, and I am the executive director of the National Street Food Vendors Association, a nonprofit dedicated to education, advocacy, and uplifting all food vendors. You'll be hearing more about our association in the coming weeks. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about 7 marketing strategies that every beginning food truck owner needs to implement and needs to understand. Now, before we get into that topic, I want to talk to you guys about the Food Truck Owners Expo coming up in Houston, Texas this year, July 29th and 30th. I'm going to be speaking at the expo, giving 2 different classes. One is on writing a profitable menu. One is on how to market in your off season. As well as, once those classes are over, I'm going to be in the Campfire Networking Lounge where you guys can listen to me talk about different topics. You can also come up and ask me questions, just sit down and chat in general about the food truck industry. Again, that's in Houston, Texas, July 29th and 30th. Go to ftoexpo.com. Order your tickets today, and when you do order those tickets, put in code FTTG15 for a 15% discount. I also want to thank Table Needs for sponsoring today's episode of the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. Table Needs is a full-service POS system capable of handling your busy food trucks, cash needs, credit card needs, and reporting needs. Check out the link in the description for more information about Table Needs and to check out their example of a food truck operations manual. Now, on to the topic at hand, 7 marketing strategies every beginning food truck vendor should implement. So strategy number 1, build your brand. Now, your brand is way more than your logo. I say this in my books. I've said this on the podcast before. I've said it in training sessions that I give. Your brand is way more than a logo. That's the beginnings. Your brand is also your food. So every single bit of food you send out representative of your brand, especially the taste profiles and the flavor profiles within that food. That's your brand. It's also your story, your personal values and the values of your business. And then the experience that you offer to your guests, your guest experience, how you say, welcome to the food truck. How consistent are you in a greeting? How consistent are you in your speed of service? All of those things become your brand. So take some time to think about what makes your food truck different than all the other food trucks that are out there in the United States. What kind of experience do you want to offer? Then once you have a clear brand identity, then you want to be reflected in your food truck design, in your menu, your social media posts, and your guest interactions. All of those things create your brand, create the personality of your business. Strategy number 2 is you want to build a strong online presence. We are in a digital age. We've been in a digital age for the last 20-some years. Having an online presence is crucial. We still have people asking today, do you need a website? Yes, you need a website. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on it, but you need a website. You need a place for people to go to, number 1, to verify that you're real, and then to find out more information about you, much more information than they can glean from reading through your social media posts. You can get a free website or a next to no cost website, but it should have your menu, so that way when people want to find out more about you, first thing they want to know is, where you at? What do you sell? So your website's going to have your menu. It's going to have your location or a map to your locations if you drive different places, and then contact information. How can they get a hold of you? Can they place an order online? Can they call you and place an order? Can you text? How do we get a hold of this food truck? Then you want to establish your social media profiles on let me say it again, on every social media platform out there, because they're ever evolving. Now, you do not have to post content on every single platform. What you want to do is tie up your name on every platform out there. And then in the profile section where you talk about your business and all of those different things, fill it out and give them a link to what? Your website. And then give them a link to the social media that you post on the most frequent. For most food truck owners, that's going to be either Instagram or Facebook. Could be X. But the goal is wherever someone is looking for you, they can find you. So if their favorite social media is, let's pick an obscure one like Snapchat. You want to have a business presence on Snapchat that says, hey, check us out at our website. It's www. whatever your food truck website name is. Check out our menu there. Tell them a little bit about your business, a little bit about your menu in the About section of the profile that you fill out for Snapchat, and then send them to your social media on Facebook if that's where you post most frequently. That way somebody that is a Snapchat person has found you in their favorite place to find people, and then they can get more information about you in your favorite place. But if you restrict yourself to only posting on Facebook or Instagram because those are your favorites, you're going to lose out on some people. And as social media changes, you'll lose out on a bunch of people in the future. Everywhere that there's a social media platform, get on it. Strategy number 3, utilize social media advertising. Organic reach on social media can be limited. Now, there are a lot of people that are satisfied with that limitation, and that satisfaction may drive enough sales to them that they're happy, and that's okay. But if you're not happy with your current sales level, then invest in paid advertising. But it needs to make sense. So, for example, if you're on Facebook and Instagram, they allow you to target advertising options so that you can pick people that are most likely to eat at your food truck. If you sell foods that tend to attract a certain age group, then you want to target that age group in advertising. Now, of course, people of all ages are going to eat your food, or at least sample it. What you want to pay attention to is who's coming back frequently. What's their age group? Where are they from? What type of work do they do? And then whatever those answers to those questions are, that's who you target on your social media. And then you want to experiment with different ad formats. Are you going to do a promoted post? Are you going to do a story? Are you going to do a carousel ad? See what works best for your food truck. And it's going to be different from area to area. So just pick one and see what happens. But if you feel like you're not maximizing your food truck, there's a place to start: social media advertising. You want to make sure, this is strategy number 4, you want to make sure you leverage your local SEO. And SEO stands for search engine optimization. And what that does is it helps to make sure your food truck appears in the right results when people search for your food options. So if you're a taco truck, you want to be at the top when somebody says taco trucks near me. So your search engine optimization means that a lot of the content that you post is going to refer to tacos and taco related items. You want to claim your business on Google My Business. This made a huge difference to us. Now, if you guys remember, we are located in an RV park. We are intentionally low volume because we just want to feed the people that come here as transient visitors to the park, as well as the people that live here full time in the park. We do not attract people from outside our RV park. However, when we started our Google My Business page, we started getting people from outside the park coming to us, or at least calling us. And it made a huge difference in our sales. You want to set up the Google My Business page. Get it done. It makes it easier for people to find you. We have had a number of people that just put food near me and they found us because we came up because, again, I live in a very rural area. There is literally no other restaurant around us for 7 miles. So people that are in this area visiting and want to eat, we're their only option. And we have a pretty big menu. We can satisfy most tastes. Again, we don't move. Our menu's big because me and Melissa have 80 some years worth of doing this. We know what we're doing, and we don't move the food truck. So we can be a little bit crazy, if you will, on how big our menu is. So don't use us as an example. So, oh, well, Bill's got 30 items. We'll have 30 items. Bill and Melissa have 87 years worth of experience in this business. And even then, with all that experience, we do get bogged down from time to time because the menu is really too big. But to keep people coming back and to keep people happy, we have a big menu. Again, limited service area. Strategy number 5, partner with local businesses and events. And what we're talking about here is the breweries. We're talking about the events, the small events, where you might be the only food truck for a few hundred people. Every payday, every day that you're out is not going to be the 10,000 people attending an event where half of them eat your food. That's not realistic. There will be times when it feels like everybody at the event's eating your food, but it's not realistic. So partner with those local events. There's other small businesses out there that just like you would benefit from the two of you guys working together. It helps to increase your visibility. It helps to get people that may not already know you coming to your business. And once you have a new guest, you got to impress them so they come back, and then they'll want to follow you as you go around to different locations. So breweries and bars and other places that it makes sense for your food to be there with their drinks. You want to go to places where there's lots of employees, partner with those businesses. Hey, I'll be here every day for lunch. And you give them some reasons why they would want you to be on their property at lunch. Couple of things is it becomes a perk for the employees to know that Monday through Friday there's going to be this particular food truck that sells a whole bunch of different delicious things, and I don't have to drive into town to get food. So partner with businesses that make sense. Partner with businesses that need food on their property. And then, of course, partner with events, both big and small. Don't be afraid of paying to get into an event. There are a lot of owners, I don't pay. 10% most I'll pay. Well, when you limit yourself, you limit yourself. There should never be a I don't pay. Your attitude should be I'll explore the numbers and see if it makes sense for me to attend this event. But simply because they want 20% off the top doesn't mean you should automatically say no. Because when you say no to those events, you also are saying no to your bank account. Strategy number 6, offer loyalty programs and promotions. Loyalty programs and promotions are a great way to encourage what's the most important thing to you, and that's repeat business. Consider offering a punch card. That's the cheap way of doing it, where they get a free item after a certain number of purchases. Or you can get into the electronic loyalty programs that hopefully are provided by your POS system, and then you can assign points, or they can buy a certain number of items. You can do whatever you want. But the idea is to always remind them that you have that program available to new people, and then the old people, hey, don't forget, we need to do your loyalty program. You got 20 points and you'll get a free coffee, a free drink, whatever. When you talk about the loyalty program, it gets other people wanting to sign up. And then it also reminds them, oh yeah, I'm really, really close to getting that free sandwich. I need to come back tomorrow so I can earn the last stamp or the last punch or the last points I need to get a free meal. People do that all the time. Don't give away business to restaurants that have loyalty because you don't have a loyalty program. And then make sure you, again, promote those programs all the time. Strategy number 7, collect and use guest feedback. You want to remind people that come to your food truck every single order, hey, don't forget to leave us a like and follow us on Facebook. Please leave us a review. Show them the QR code, have them snap the QR code. Follow this to our website, leave us a review. And then take those reviews. You can strip out the name if you want and just say whatever the comment is. Look what we got today, and then post it on social media. The idea is that you're creating a conversation. If you're able to tag that person on social media, thank you for your comments today. It was awesome. You've got to get your guests thinking about your business all the time because they're going to get hungry all the time. We want to make sure your food truck is the top of their mind. Hey, where is that food truck today? I want to chase them down and get a sandwich. I want to chase them down and get their specialty, whatever it is. But if they don't think that way and they go, oh, I'm hungry. What shall I have? And then they think about it and they go somewhere else. You've lost the opportunity to get them to come to your business. Happy guests, especially when they bite into that food. Hey, don't forget to leave us a review if you love it. If you don't love it, we're McDonald's. Encourage people to leave reviews. You got to get that feedback, and then you got to act on that feedback. There's always a danger of when you ask for feedback that somebody's going to say, hey, it's got too much salt. It was too cold. It was too hot. It wasn't something that they expected. And you got to take that feedback seriously. Now, it doesn't mean you change your operations because they say something's hot, cold, salty, peppery, whatever. But what you're looking for is trends. So one person saying that is an instance. It's an opinion. Okay, everybody's got one. 2 people say it. Now you might want to start taking it serious. If a third person says it, you have a pattern now. What's going on that's creating this pattern? Did I change the type of salt that I'm using? Then it's a finer salt, so it comes out more heavily than I intended? Did I put it in the wrong type of shaker? Have I picked up a different food product that already has salt in it and I'm adding more salt on top of it? What's going on to get 3 people a pattern created for the same complaint? So take feedback serious and react to it, especially if it's negative feedback. If it's positive feedback, you want to collect that information too and then duplicate it. If you start hearing the same positive thing over and over, how do we perpetuate this? How do we turn this into our mode of operation so that we duplicate this set of circumstances for every single guest that comes up? Because we've impressed enough people that they've made this positive comment. So collect the feedback and then use it to your best advantage. So there you got it. There's 7 different strategies to help you as a beginner get that food truck success that you're striving for. Just remember, marketing is ongoing. You will never, ever stop marketing. When you stop marketing, your business is going to plateau and then fall off a cliff. Thank you so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. Please take a moment to follow our podcast. And if you really like what we do, please support us. There's links in the description for a one-time donation of support or an ongoing monthly support. Every little bit does help, even $1. We don't mind. Until next time, have a profitable day.